no privilege for spare. Paul Burrell vows to sue Has over Duke's claims in Mirror Group newspaper's phone hacking trial. Princess Diana's former butler Paul Burrell is considering suing King Charles III's younger son Prince Harry for defamation, according to a new report. The Duke of Sussex's legal woes are far away from over, as Meghan's hubby could be sued for his untrue claims. Burrell was accused of selling Harry's mother's possessions while giving evidence at his phone hacking trial against Mirror Group newspapers, MGN. Diana's former butler has told GB News host Dan Wootton the claims are completely untrue. Burrell said, "He said about me that I have sold his mother's possessions, which is completely untrue. What gives him the right to make these claims in a court of law about me that is defamatory?" The Duke of Sussex is privileged and petulant, according to Harry's late mother's former butler. The 65-year-old continued, "Harry is a very privileged young man, and he's a petulant young man as well. But I have a right to defend myself too." It is to mention here that MGN is being sued by Harry over alleged phone hacking for gathering personal information. In his witness statement, the Duke has made some serious claims. Moreover, a judge in the mirror hacking trial brought by Prince Harry and 3 other claimants said that he will carefully consider the reliability of a journalist who has been paying potential witnesses. Mr. Justice Fancourt described Graham Johnson's role in the case working for the claimant's lawyers as certainly unusual. Mr. Johnson, a convicted phone hacker and self-confessed professional liar, offered thousands of pounds to private investigators who did work for newspapers. The Mirror's KC, Andrew Green, said today it was truly extraordinary that he had tried to persuade the investigators to give evidence in court by forking out supposedly very substantial amounts of his own money. The judge said, "I shall need to make some findings about the reliability of a number of witnesses. Mr. Johnson is an important witness and his position is certainly unusual, as an investigative journalist and a witness as well as assisting the claimants. I will need to consider his case in particular detail." Mr. Johnson, 55, gave evidence at the start of the 7-week trial at the High Court. He said he was now a whistleblower who wanted to expose Fleet Street crimes, partly through his memoir. No one was directly paid to give evidence, the court has heard, and the Mirror's KC has said there was nothing ostensibly improper about the payments, but he urged the judge to consider the reliability of evidence. Mr. Johnson said the cash came from his own pocket and he was definitely not funded by Hacked Off, the anti-press campaign group spearheaded by Hugh Grant. He explained he was buying potential witness material because he was an investigative journalist exposing press corruption. The Mirror denies hacking Harry and the others. The case is due to end tomorrow, with the judge making a ruling later this year. The news came after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have finally vacated Frogmore Cottage in Windsor, 6 months after the King gave them their marching orders. The royal pair's remaining belongings were packed up and shipped off to their Californian home with just 1 day before the final deadline to go. Confirming the news, Sir Michael Stevens, Keeper of the Privy Purse, said, "We can confirm that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have vacated Frogmore Cottage. We will not be going into any detail on those arrangements here. Safe to say that, as has previously been stated, the Duke and Duchess have paid for the expenditure incurred by the sovereign grant in relation to the renovation of Frogmore Cottage, thus leaving the Crown with a greatly enhanced asset. Now that the pair officially have no British residence, however, it means the Duke of Sussex could be about to lose out on a vital royal role, Councillor of State. Councillors of State carry out official duties of the King, which may including attending Privy Council meetings and signing routine documents. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams told The Sun, "Losing their UK home without a replacement is a huge deal. The most important aspect as far as Harry is concerned is that it means he can no longer act as a Councillor of State. That's hugely important because in theory he had the right, in the event of the King being incapacitated, to do this. Although he is no longer a working royal he still had this right, and by not having a UK residence he has now thrown this opportunity away. But of course it does seem that Harry, and Meghan, don't care at all about the UK. They have no interest in their popularity or taking on roles here, they just care about their US audience. But it means if they don't have a UK residence when William ascends to the throne, then he will be unable to support his brother, not that he does that now to support his brother.
In the fire of a city with our shares, what about the children on Maryland? With the one we're reading dimension for the freedom waiting with you and me, oh. With a ride up on the side, oh, we deserve us a kind. In the fire, oh, we know we live in your eyes. Together it's all about beyond every border. For the freedom and the flame, for the ears, I'll be oh, we there, oh, the shadow, yeah. Whoa, oh, tell us all to be alright, yeah. Whoa, oh, we there, the shadow, right, and the break, yeah. You and over water in your eyes. Thought I'd try a storm in the freeway, riding out our destinies in the day. With the realize more we can't fear for the freedom shiver, soaring up there with the reading. I'm modified with the witty stick. I'm modified with a ride up on the side of with the was a kind in the fire.
No privilege for spare. Paul Burrell vows to sue has over Duke's claims in Mirror Group newspaper's phone hacking trial. Princess Diana's former butler Paul Burrell is considering suing King Charles III's younger son Prince Harry for defamation, according to a new report. The Duke of Sussex's legal woes are far away from over, as Meghan's hubby could be sued for his untrue claims. Burrell was accused of selling Harry's mother's possessions while giving evidence at his phone hacking trial against